Anyway, but thanks for being here. We all know why we're here, and the reason why I'm here, I wanted to do this for some time actually, and I waited and hoped that somebody as part of the black leadership would say something on behalf of stateless people. That hasn't happened, so I'm here to say it. One of the reasons, however, that I'm here, one of the big reasons, the main reasons, is because I met up just recently, reconnected with an old friend of mine, Nina Angelo, and Nina is the child of refugees. She came to this country, hopefully. She's going to tell you a little bit about that herself, but yeah, we were talking about it, and I said I wanted to do it. Nina said she'd come with me, so we're here. And yeah, I'm going to tell you the poem that I wrote. I'm going to share that with you for my brother over there, the lawman Hal. But I'll just get Nina to tell you just a little bit about herself first, as far as this refugee business goes.
Thanks, Frank. I've got to keep him to that poem because he wrote it especially for today, and we've just put it up on his Facebook site. Look, I first met Frank 32 years ago in Bourke when, as a community artist, a fabric artist, I did all these T-shirts. I was working in a community in Bourke, and that's where I met Frank the first time. Heard his poetry, he shared some with me, and we continued to share poetry for a few years, lost track, and then just a little while ago, about 18 months ago, he reconnected with me. Always happens. He reconnected with me from Dubbo, and I've been out to the Apollo estate. I've worked for many years right across Australia in the Pacific Islands with communities, different people from every walk of life, people with abilities, disabilities, you name it. One thing, no matter where we're from, we've all share one common thing, that we're all human. My story is I came here at 2 years of age with my parents, who were Holocaust survivors. They both met in Auschwitz. They both had the numbers on their arms. My mother was a Polish girl. My father was a French-Spanish, Greek Jew from Thessaloniki. And so it was very, very different. And they met in the camps and again after the camps. Look, Australia took us in. And I was thinking the other day, if it had been now, I could have been one of those children. And it's really important to me. There are so many battles in this world to be fought. There are so many battles out there. But if we just focus on one and really embrace it, we can give it our all. Otherwise, we just shatter and we don't have a lot. So this is, for me, the most important. I work with children, etc. And my parents spoke 13 languages. We're all one. It doesn't matter where we're from. And I've just been very fortunate that this country did take us in, and that gave us these opportunities. And so as long as I'm standing and breathing, I'm going to speak up for those who cannot speak up for themselves, because we have a huge country here. Having worked in just about every country town in New South Wales, they are mostly empty. They have got all the resources, all the infrastructure. There's empty places everywhere. They could take some of these people, particularly the families, the women, the children. They should not be where they are. And so from when I sort of hooked up with Frank again after all this time, we had this common thread. We're both from persecuted people. We always say that. He blames me because I'm Jewish. I blame him because he's a black fella. You know, it's a good way to go. But we do understand about that, and we understand the importance of family and community, and that we're all one. And it doesn't matter from where we are, what country we're from, what culture we're from, what religion, what beliefs. None of that matters. All that matters is this heart that we've all got beating inside and the blood that goes around. And if they cut us open, then we're all going to be the same. Frank's favourite song at the moment is called Skin Deep, by a guy called... Where are you, Frank?
He's on the phone.
God, he's bad. He
He's
does
probably-
this to me every time.
He's probably doing
He sets me up
an
and
interview.
That's Long Bay. He's talking to the boys, one of the boys in Long Bay, so sorry.
Oh, thanks. Thank you, Father Paul. That's really good. But he does. He takes me around. I go to Dubbo. He takes me to all these places, introduces me, like walks me into places. I don't know who I'm going to be meeting. Walks me in, talks me up, and walks out, and leaves me there. Thank God I've got the gift of the gab, and I can continue, and I can keep carrying it on. But look, you know, Frank, since his page, and you know, I've encouraged his writings, his poetry's really powerful. His story's powerful, and he calls himself a reconciliationist, and that's what he is. It's about all of us together, and he's like, he talks about the elephant in the room, you know. Frank is the elephant that's come, you know, from out there, and you can talk to him, and people will stop him anywhere, and he'll discuss things with them, because a lot of people want to embrace Aboriginal people. They want to hear from them. They want to hear their thoughts. They want to share their stories. But it's really hard. They don't know how to go about approaching it. Frank is probably the most approachable elder, a Wiradjuri man that you could want to meet, and he's in it for all of us. So with that said, unless someone wants to say something. Oh, please, Gabby, where are you?
Gabby.